Lakeisha-mcknight is here. Welcome aboard to everyone who is on Facebook, who is on Spreaker, iHeartRadio, the Leadership TKO Station.com's website. I am your leadership specialist and wealth mentor. Again, I'm Lakeisha-mcknight. Glad to be here before each and every one of you on this evening. It's about 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm right here in Chesapeake, Virginia, within the U.S. of A. And so I'm excited to be here before you on tonight. I really, really am. Welcome to the show, everyone. Now, this show is a show being brought to you on behalf of the iLead Company. All right, the iLead Company LLC. It's a company that has been created to really enhance the leadership ability of humanity. Okay, of men and women alike, specifically for those of you who are entrepreneurs, because our mission really is to empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. And so I want to welcome everybody to this show. Thank you so very much for your attention, and thank you so much for your time on today. I really appreciate it, and I do value your time. And so here's what I want to tell you. We embarked upon an exciting series. We started a series, a powerful series on Sunday, and we're going to be going through this series all the way until Saturday. And so we're going to be going live this week around 7 o'clock. Every night this week, 7 o'clock. So mark your calendars, okay? We're normally live between 8:30 and 9:30 p.m., but we're testing something out. We're seeing, what the visibility levels are because there's a lot going on near that time of 9 o'clock p.m. And so we're testing out our times here just to catch a healthy balance because this company that houses the Leadership TKO brand, we are affiliated with an e-commerce company based out of Germany. And so we have lots and lots of partners. And as a result, we have a lot of training and things like that. And we want to make sure that we're not conflicting. We want to make sure we have your undivided attention and that you're not trying to rush to get to other important meetings. And so again, we welcome you and we thank you so very much for being here. Now, if you're someone watching this right now and you definitely want to work on your ability to lead, you understand the importance of self-development and growing yourself, even during the most challenging times. You know that it's important for yourself as far as your self-growth and really enhancing that. I want you to go ahead and love the stream. Hit the love button. All right. Like, love, do what you feel at this time. Also, we have the comments feature. So if you have questions, I'm a really interactive person. So if you have questions, if you have comments, definitely drop them below in the comment section. And then we also have the share feature. So you can go ahead and share this thing out right now. If you have business partners that are connected to you, if you have a tribe that follows you and definitely wants to grow, go ahead and share this on your timeline, groups, fan pages, wherever you want to share it. Because this week we're talking about what does leadership look like in the home-based business world? What does leadership look like in the home-based business world? And here's what I will tell you, just a little bit of a recap. On Sunday, I kind of introduced this new series, and I talked about how leadership is pretty much touchable. You can touch leadership, right? I spoke about that on Sunday night. Last night, I had a special guest. I had a millennial that was here with me live. And we spoke about, she shared her definition, her thoughts about leadership and what it looked like for her. And so if you need to look at that again, of course, it's on my timeline. So you might want to scroll down that thing and find it for those of you on Facebook. Now, if you're on another platform, you're probably going to have to look for my player and look at my archives so that you can get access to that. But tonight, I have a direct message for you. I don't have a guest tonight, but I have a direct message for you. And what I want to talk to you about is this concept of the ability to accept criticism. Now, this is extremely important now, okay? Accepting criticism as a leader. Leaders, have this capability, this ability to be open enough to accept criticism. Now, some people are saying, well, Lakeisha, what is criticism? Okay, what is criticism? Is there good criticism? Is there bad criticism? Criticism is where people may give you, men, women, from various places, right? They may give you their thoughts or opinions on how to do better at something, or if they may point out some character flaws in something, they're going to share their thoughts and their opinions on something. All right. And so, of course, it should be the intention of helping the other person to grow when they give criticism towards someone. Now, of course, there is a sender of criticism, and then there is a receiver of criticism. Now, as a leader, okay, you as a leader, right? Doesn't matter what position you have, and I'm speaking specifically to home-based business owners. If you are a home-based business owner, it is very important for you to look at the source of the criticism. Look at the source of the criticism. Who is providing the criticism? Is it a random person on social media? Is it someone who has a fair amount of experience in a certain area, field, or industry? Who is providing the criticism? That's what you want to look at. Who is providing their thoughts or opinions on you or about something you're doing? And, whether it's something you really need to look at the source, because you want to confirm the credibility of the source. That's the heart of the matter. Who is this person that's providing the criticism to you? Who is it that's really sharing their thoughts and opinions on how you can do something better or why this may not be working? Look at the source, assess the source, okay, and make sure the source is reputable. Okay, make sure the source has a relative amount of experience in an area before you can accept their thoughts or opinions. All right? And then as the leader yourself, because each and every one of you watching this is a leader in your own right, I want to let you know that you want to be able to accept the criticism also. Now, individuals who cannot accept criticism, I'm going to tell you this. Here's my thoughts, and these are my thoughts alone. It may be the case that the individual has a problem with pride. Pride. Okay? And so look at what's in the middle of pride. What letter? I. Where they're not necessarily focused on, themselves as far as improving, but they think that they're right. They think that there's nothing wrong with them. There's no area by which they can enhance or become better in. Right? They think that they fully arrived and they cannot grow or become better. Let me just share something that I know for a fact. As long as you're breathing, and this is my opinion, as long as you're breathing and you're on this earth, okay, no one has never arrived. You've never fully arrived. It doesn't matter how much success you believe that you've attained. You can always grow, and we're always in a state of becoming. You never get to a point where you fully arrived. Okay? When you get to that point, if you ever feel that you fully arrived, that's when the fall will happen. That's when you'll notice that things begin to unravel. Okay? So you want to have the mindset where you want to be able to accept criticism from the right sources. There are going to be people who feel as though they can provide their opinion or thoughts on anything, but you can hear them, but you want to assess to see whether it's something you want to take in and consider making adjustments for yourself. So, for example, if my mother came to me and say, "Hey, Lakeisha, I think that you can become a little bit better on how you may phrase something, how you approach people," right? If someone, for example, says something the wrong way, maybe I may paraphrase something a different way. Of course, this being my mom, I'll definitely take it in consideration. Right? And also think about the topic matter. Let's talk about that. Not just looking at the source, but look at, of course, that topic matter. Do they have experience in that area? That's like me saying, I'm going to come to someone and I'm going to give somebody opinions on, I don't know, science. And that's not a field of study that I focus in on, but I'm going to give you experience. I'm going to give you my thoughts about science. Now, that might be my opinion, but because that's not something that I've devoted a lot of hours of my life to, and I may not have experience in, if I were you, I probably wouldn't take it that serious, okay? If I don't have experience in it. But because, for example, here's what I do know. I have experience in network marketing. I have experience in marriage. Okay. I have experience in public speaking, professional speaking. I have experience in communication. There are various other areas I have experience in. And because of that, then of course I would take heed to those things because I have experience in it. I have experience in leadership. I've devoted probably most of the years of my life to leadership. Okay, been in leadership positions in the quote unquote corporate space, been in leadership positions in business, right? And of course, I consider myself to be a professional student. There's no leader who can stop learning. I call myself a professional student. I'm continuously learning. If I'm not learning something new every day, there's something wrong. All right, there's something wrong. And I always look at the source. Now, if someone doesn't have experience in something and they're saying, well, I think you should do this, again, hear them out. Don't be rude. Do not be rude. Okay. But you want to assess whether you want to fully receive everything that person has said, or of course, you need to engage in some filtering. Okay. So it's really up to you, but you want to assess the source. But the biggest piece that I want to share with you is the ability to accept criticism, to become better, to be able to grow. Okay, you have to be able to grow. And I'm so grateful. There's various ways by which you can grow. If someone points out to you, hey, I think you need to work on how you're communicating with people who have different personalities. There's some people who can accept that straight talk, without the extra fluff. They want you to just get to the heart of the matter and that's it. Tell them what's going on. Tell them how it really, really is. Be as authentic and real as possible. And if you're looking for that, of course, I know how to tailor my thoughts to certain individuals. There's certain people who just don't need the fluff. They just need you to just cut it to the point. Be straight. And that's what they need. There's some people who may be a little bit sensitive in nature. And so you have to kind of be a little bit on the on the nicer side. Make sure that your words are not too blunt. Okay. So, you have to learn how to work with different people. And there are different resources out there that will help you to learn how to work with different people. How to win and influence what people. There are different books and sources. I've, of course, studied under John Maxwell, and he has like a plethora of books that talks to you about how to build other leaders. Okay, how to really build leaders. And there's just so much, so many books that he's come out with. There's one book that's called Leaders Connect. That's a powerful book as well. You might want to add that one to your library. All right. So, there's so many books that he's, of course, published. There's many others out there. Okay. And so do your homework, do your research. If you need some other references, I can definitely point them out for you. Now, there are a lot of motivators out there, but people who actually know how to build other people, build leaders, you want to look for those individuals. Of course, I have a book as well called Leadership TKO, and it does talk about working with people and building relationships, building a team. So if you want to learn about the book that I've published, Leadership TKO, you can find that over at leadershiptko.com. All right. Let me see if I actually have a copy of the book here. And I do. I always have a copy nearby. This is what the book looks like. Okay. So if you want to grab a copy of that, you can. 12 Truths to Implement to Become a Winning Leader. So if you want to win in life, if you want to win in any setting, at home, in the corporate space, as a business owner, this is a great resource to have. It's right on my website, leadershiptko.com. There are other resources out there as well that's going to help you to grow in the area of professional development. So I'm going to encourage you, listen, do what's necessary in this season. Work on yourself. Enhance your ability to lead. These resources by these authors out here will help you to do just that. Now, of course, there are some that are better than others. Can we just be honest? Right? John Maxwell is a great one. Of course, my mentor when it comes to network marketing and building a home-based business, Mr. Ty Best. I recommend that you get his books. Okay, Dream Chaser Manifesto. Let me see if I got a copy of that on me real quick. The Dream Chaser Manifesto. Get yourself a copy of this. Okay, I'm sure those who are watching the stream on Facebook will drop that link There's a store link where you can get a copy of this particular book. It's really, really quick read. You can read this in a few hours, okay? So grab a copy of that. For all of you network marketers out there, here's the one that you should get as well by John Maxwell, The Power of Five for Network Marketing. Google this book. You can grab a couple copies of this, grab it for your team as well. It will not hurt. Okay, it would not hurt to get a couple of copies for your team members. And so, again, work on you. Accept criticism. Be willing to grow. Be open to be able to grow. There's some people who, they listen. I'd rather have people around me in my circle that wants to see me grow. Listen, can I just be honest? You want those people in your life that if you got something on your nose, they're gonna tell you, look, you got to get that. Right? You got something on your nose. Don't sit there and see something on my nose and you just let me just walk all over the place and don't tell me that I got something on my nose. Tell me, look, you got that. Go take care of that. Go to the bathroom. Okay? Let me know the truth. Okay? Some people can't handle the truth, but let me know the truth. Now, if you come the wrong way, or if you're communicating it the wrong way, meaning your tone is not as correct as it needs to be, that's also another side of it as well. Be mindful of your verbal communication and your nonverbal communication when providing criticism, because your nonverbal communication can communicate something totally different than what you're verbally saying. So make sure, because in most cases, your nonverbal communication speaks loudly 80% of the time. 80% of your communication comes from nonverbal. Okay? So be mindful of what you're saying, but also be aware of how you're saying it. Be aware of how you're saying it, okay? So accept criticism, guys. I'm telling you, it will take you a long ways. Listen, I've had some people provide some correction, and it's not going to feel good all the time. Can I just be honest? It's not going to feel good, right? Especially if it's somebody that you look up to. It's okay. Hey, a person that really cares about you will tell you the truth about yourself. And you need those people that's going to tell you the truth. That you shouldn't do that. Don't go that way. Right? Or don't do that. You want those individuals in your life. And it may be the case that every time they're not going to agree with you. They're not going to agree with every decision that you make, and that's okay. All right? So again, thank you so much, everyone. Hopefully you found this to be helpful. What are your thoughts about criticism? What are your thoughts? Share your thoughts with me in the comments section and maybe below this particular stream. Go ahead and share it. I want to hear your thoughts. All right? And also, what are some other things that you would like to hear about? I know we're always pre-planning with this show. So maybe you have some thoughts that you would like to have expounded on. Maybe there's some individuals you want to hear from. Post your thoughts below about that as well. Would love to hear about that from you. Okay? But we're going to be back tomorrow, and it is my hope that we're going to have our guests come on. You never know what happens, but we're looking forward to having a guest on the platform tomorrow night. So again, try to join us back here, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is our time for the week. We're going to assess and see how things are going. Don't forget to love the stream, all right? Love the stream. Share this thing out. Be a blessing. Let's all grow together. Now, I want to tell you something. There is nothing better than having a group of individuals that can help you to grow. These individuals that I may have mentioned, like Mr. Ty Best, he is actually the CEO of Wealth Builders Worldwide. I call this a huge wealth mastermind. Okay, a huge wealth mastermind. And so with a mastermind, you can be poured into every single day, because we're having calls, we're having trainings. Not only are you building wealth, but you're growing as a leader. You're enhancing your leadership ability. So for those of you out there, if you're looking to really create residual income, where you're learning about God's money and you're also in position to gain cash, okay? And if you want to grow yourself as a leader, I invite you to definitely learn about the money system that my husband and I, we're plugged into. We've been doing this for over 3 years together. And so It's where we're simply getting paid to save, right? So you generate income, right? You save income, you protect your income. Guess what? And you grow it. These are things you need to do when it comes to income, right? Generate it, okay? You need to save it, you need to protect it, and you need to grow it, okay? Grow it. And so you learn how to do all of these things within Wealth Builders Worldwide and with this money system. So you can get plugged into this money system for free, no cost to you for registration. And so I invite you, get back with the person that shared this particular stream with you today. Let them know that you want more information about the money system. All right. And even still, if you're listening in by way of, any of my podcast platforms or maybe on my Facebook page here, and you want information about the money system, send me an inbox message and I'll be more than happy to help you as well. And so we'll be back tomorrow, again, 7 o'clock p.m. Tonight, remember, okay, we got something going on every night for those connected to the money system. So tonight, for example, we have a presentation going on at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, 9 o'clock p.m., right? And so more than likely, we're going to try to do a watch party for it. But if we can't stream it on Facebook, I want to guide you, okay? Guide you to first download the Zoom app. Make sure you do that first. Download the Zoom app from your store or online. And then you can head on over to www.goldrocks.info. GOLDROCKS.info. Join us over there. There's going to be hundreds of people receiving information about this exciting money system that's helping to provide a solution for many, helping you to generate cash flow, helping you to be able to build wealth from the comfort of your home or wherever your laptop or your phone is. So I appreciate you on today. Thank you so much. And remember, until the next time that we connect again, I encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone. God bless. And hopefully we'll be on the platform together at goldrocks.info, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.